Okay, this is Lake Ray Roberts, Bassmaster Fishing 2022, online open. Let's go. Final round, final attempt. So I hadn't been getting the highest scores. My first attempt was a really high score, but my second attempt was a 63. So my first was like a 71-12, my second was a 63, and my third has been a 69. So I'm averaging about, around 70, close to it. So I tried some new spots and it didn't work out with my first two attempts. But it didn't work out. So my first two attempts have been burned. And this attempt, I have to do better. I'm trying to stay in the top 10 now. And I'll show you a great spot if you don't know about it already. I made a hotspots video about it. But I think you do need a 1/4 ounce rig. Either a Texas rig, a Ned rig, or a jig. One of those rigs. And also the Jankolistic swim bait here. Oh, with those rigs, you should use a 4/0 hook. But the Jankolistic swim bait can really work well here too. But during the open, the bass, the really giant bass that you need are very skittish. And they often do not bite. So that's why I tried a couple other spots, a few other, but the fish were all still really skittish. And they still would not bite. So I'm going to keep things really traditional and I'm going to use my spot that I've been using. This is it. You see on my map where this peninsula is? It's at the very end of the map. This is my hotspot. And I come on this side of the peninsula here. There can be giant fish right here. There can be giant fish right here. Giant fish right here. And giant fish right here. I call Tarrant here. This is where I catch the biggest largemouth bass. Directly on this point. This is where I caught Tarrant with a drop shot. During the open, one of my attempts. He was right here and I caught him. But it's amazing on Ray Roberts, like how skittish the largemouth can be. And like they just will not bite very often. So I'm not expecting a very high bag here. Because, I mean, I guarantee you, I will see the giant largemouth that I need, and I will probably even attract the giant largemouth I need. But most of them will not bite. Because it's the Ray Roberts Open. And I mean, there can be absolute pigs in here. Really giant largemouth. And you can see the bass, they're like just not even like on right now. They're just like not even attracted. Very often you can attract them, but it's getting them to bite and actually catching them. You can get close to them, they'll swim at the lure, and then they won't bite. That's the Ray Roberts Open. It's like that for everybody. Like, you're not doing anything wrong. It seems like nobody can catch giant bass during the Open. But if you want a great spot where there will be many giant largemouth, this is your spot. I promise you, you will see quite a few. Catching them is the trick. But you really need a quarter ounce rig here. In my opinion, the quarter ounce rig is perfect for this spot because it sinks low enough to get down to like the biggest bass, but it's not too heavy, so it's not going to sink too much. It sinks just enough, the perfect amount. So the 1/4 ounce Ned rig or jig head or Texas rig is really perfect. All right, I'm going to change to the Jenkolistic swim bait to really get the bite going. This can be great for attracting everything. It seems to like the Jenkolistic swim bait. It's like the problem with it is the benefit of it because it attracts everything, even the most skittish kind of giant largemouth. But everything else wants to bite it too, like the catfish. There's a really big one. But I didn't get it. I got some other bass that I don't want. And that's normal. Like the really big ones are hard at biting sometimes. They just will not bite. This one's got a heartbeat, but it doesn't look too enormous. It looks like a 10-pounder maybe. It's got that trophy heartbeat though. Maybe it's something good. Yeah, it looks like a 10 to 12 maybe. Nothing really good. And Ray Roberts, it seems like you really need the 14s and 15s. And really, ultimately, the 14s are what you're most likely going to be catching. That's like the maximum possible trophy. So if you get one, you're definitely doing something right. This will be 11 or 12. No, 10. Yeah, 12, 13. I don't even know, honestly, what to think about that fish. Like a 12, 13. You know, you need a 14, but you get a 12, 13. You know, I'm glad it wasn't a 10, but um, not happy it wasn't a 14. All right, I'm just going to toss the worm out there. I have this 7-inch worm on a Texas rig with a 4-aught hook if you want to see that. This can get bites when like other things won't. I've had someone tell me that they don't like this because it doesn't always work, you know? It's sometimes it seems like it just will not work. But I know after catching many super heavyweight largemouth and after catching many legendary largemouth that this can come in clutch. It can work wonderfully. So if I'm having trouble with my other lures, every once in a while I'll pull this one out and give it a shot. This is like an enormous drum. This drum is huge here. Oh no, it's not. It's not. It only looked big. There is a legendary drum on this map. I forget the name of it though. But you can see why I like this hotspot. It's cracking. This didn't look like anything too special. Maybe another 10 or 12 pounder. But it's nice to be catching something, I guess. Yeah. Not even 11 pounds. So I gotta try to improve. Get those 14 pounders. I gotta bust this guy off because he is not even the right species. And we'll continue our adventure on Ray Roberts here. Trying to score 5 giant largemouth bass in 1 hour. That is the open. If you're new to the Bassmaster online open, your 5 largest bass, the weight is counted up to give you your final score. There's usually 4 rounds, and there's 3 attempts per round that are all 1 hour attempts. All right, so I've been fishing for 15 minutes and I have not caught a 14 yet. All right, I got a heartbeat on this fish. It's a largemouth. This could be a big one. Could be my first big, I don't know. He actually doesn't look that massive. And the 14 pounders always do, usually. They look 14 pounds. Trying to get him in quick so I can see how much he weighs, because I don't want to waste too much time if he is small. But he's taking forever to come in, so I think he's probably big. Yes.
What a hog.
He's an absolute giant beast of 15. That's the biggest possible trophy largemouth. Wow. That's a nice fish. I guess I'm lucky that catfish dropped the lure, because that 15 pounder picked it up. So I get my first giant about 15 minutes in. So I have an almost 13 pounder right now and a 15. Some of the biggest fish in this area can be over here on the left. But it's just a great spot in general. I know Blaney from the tournament, he fishes the tournament here too. Only he has his boat on kind of a different position than I put my boat.
What a finned freak of nature.
But you can see why I like this spot versus where most people are probably fishing, which is Big Timer Jay's Canal. And he made this spot really popular, and that's where most people are probably fishing during the open. But some very experienced players in the top 5, are fishing on this spot. So you should know that people, the guy who's third place right now, I know he's fishing here. All right, there are apparently some monsters in here. I saw a real giant largemouth in here. All right, I'm pulling the Jenko swim bait out again in hopes of attracting something really big like the last fish. Now you can see the giant bass that are in here. Really super, super heavyweight largemouth. And they're right here. I'm going to try to pitch right on top of them. Yeah, they're in here. But that's Ray Roberts, you know. You just get disappointed over and over and over again because sometimes the real giant bass are just like they're shut off or something. They're just not, they won't bite. And they'll even make pass after pass after pass after pass at, ooh. So I got one of the big ones. I don't know how big this is. I hope it's something significant. Because I only have one giant fish right now. No, this does not look to be more than like 10 pounds. 10 to 12 pounds. Not a good fish, really. No.
What a hog.
I need to do better. And I get another little fish. There was a real giant in here, but I don't know where he went. He made a pass at it, but he did not bite. I'm going to make another pitch for him. And hopefully spawn him back in. That was a really, really giant bass. I don't see him anymore, though. That one didn't even have a heartbeat, so I didn't keep him. If it doesn't get a heartbeat, it's not a trophy bass. Oh. Now this one, it may be the one that I saw. This could be a nice one. Although he kind of jumped. And really giant, largemouth don't jump in this game. They kind of hop. They don't jump out of the water. No. This is not an absolute slob. No.
That right there is a bass squatch.
Another like kind of medium large, not large. The one large, oh. Oh. I cannot believe this fish actually bit. He could be big. I can't really tell. Yeah,
Hey,
he's
hey,
decent.
Battywack, give that hog a bone.
A 13 and a half. So that's very, very decent. That's very decent. Now I got another trophy bass on the drop. I don't know what this is. Hopefully it's something great. Can't. Yes, yes, it is. This is a big bass. I don't think it's going to be bigger than that 15 I caught though. If anything, it's probably a 13 or 14. But let's hope it's a 15. And as I said, off to the left there, there can be some really, really big largemouth. Oh, it's a 13,
Hey,
another
Battywack, give that
13 and a
hog a
half.
bone.
Well, I'd be crazy not to pitch out there again. Two 13 and a halves and a 15 with the Janko swim bait. Wow, that was very lucky. So now I only need one more giant fish to get near 70 pounds. That's what the guy in first place is doing. He is averaging like his average is like a 70 or a 71. So that's as good as anybody does here. They if you get an average all four rounds, you get like
Bingo.
around 70 pounds. You're doing great. I mean, Ray Roberts is tough, and to get close to 70 pounds is as good as the first place holder right now is doing. All right, I want to keep fishing over there. Back to position one. But that jankolistic swim bait, I've had this result before where like a bunch of 13s kept hitting it. And I really want the 14s, but if you can't get the 14s, like you really, really actually want the 13s. There's a big largemouth, a big largemouth. There he is. That's the one I need right there.
Check out the green beast from beneath.
All right, I'm going with the tremor shad on a jig head. This is a 1/4 ounce with a 4/0 hook. So hopefully I can reach down and grab this giant yellow bass I saw. Oh my God. Oh, it's tearing again. Guys, it is tearing again. The legendary largemouth bass tearing. I don't know if this is him, but he's barely hooked. I can't see him. I don't know if it's him. It's him. It's Tarrant. Again. I just caught this legendary largemouth bass on this spot like the last round. And I catch him again here. Guys, this is like over a 16-pound largemouth bass. And I got to be real gentle with him because he's barely hooked. So I don't bust him off. It's Tarrant again. He's over 16 pounds, guys. He's acting really weird. Hook is slipping, hook is slipping. He's barely on there. He must not have like really bit the hook well or something. I will be lucky to get this fish in at all. I got him. I got Tarrant again.
Boom shakalaka. Giant bass.
Well, I'll tell you, Tarrant really likes this spot. A 16.3, he's worth $6,300 too. Wow. So now I got a 16.3 legendary, a 15, and two 13s, and then a high 12 for my bag. Right now I got a 71, which is phenomenal for Ray Roberts. Thank God, man. I mean, I was really worried that I'd have a bad attempt. And I wouldn't be able to put this on my YouTube channel. But it does show you some of the lures you can use and like how good the giant largemouth fishing is on this spot. And I am considering actually moving to try to get one more giant. I don't know if I should, though. This spot has been so giving. For some reason, it's given me a bunch of giants. Two 13, two over 13, one 15 even, and one over 16 legendary. Absolutely phenomenal. This one's got a heartbeat. It's a trophy bass, but I don't think he's that big. He's probably 10 to 11 or something like that. Maybe not even 10. I don't know. No, he came right in. He's not that big.
What a hog.
10 2. I'd love to do better and get like one more real beast to give me like a real epic score. Well, you can see why I like this spot. It's just full of giant fish. They're absolutely everywhere. And I've had someone comment on my hotspots video that, you know, there's not, it's not a real hotspot. It's not like really condensed hot spot pocket of fish in here. And I just have to say, I disagree. Not only is it a hot spot, but there's like 3 or 4 different hot spots here for largemouth on this one point. And one of my viewers, he said that he didn't think there was that many fish here, and I think maybe he was using like uh, a 3/16 ounce, because he must not have been getting very deep, you know. Because like when I fish here, I see giant largemouth. I mean, I see giant pigs. Giant gluttonous gourmands everywhere. I can't believe I caught Tarrant on that. I just caught him on that point. I just caught Tarrant like he was like right on the point though. Before he was like he was sitting still, and then when my lure went by, he went active and started swimming around. And then I missed him. I pitched back in there, and I caught him with a drop shot and a tremor shad. But this video is for all you outdoor lovers that love the video games, you know? You love the hunting, you love the fishing video games. Well, I have done nothing but play this game every single day for the past couple years. And I have about like 1,500 hours playing this game. And most of that time, I was looking into playing the tournaments and how to win the tournaments. So I hope you try my spots, and I hope you try my lures, and that you try what I'm doing and see if it works for you. And but Ray Roberts is really tough, guys. Like this is not normal. Usually I don't have this much luck. Like catch a legendary largemouth and get over 70 pounds. But guys, most of what I caught was on the jankelistic swim bait.
That right there is a bass watch.
But the legendary, that was on a 1/4 ounce jig head with a 4/0 hook and a tremor shad. Boy, that tremor shad sure can be advantageous. But I just get such a kick out of like that people watch my videos. Guys, I wouldn't even have this channel if it wasn't for PlayStation. And there's a little microphone on the controller, and you can just talk and make a video with your PlayStation. And that's how my whole channel came into existence. I have no video making equipment or skill like that or anything. I just have been recording my legendary catches and recording my online open tournaments. And I even win sometimes. I just won Hartwell. So I'm very happy about that. That was a bucket list goal. To win the online open at one of these places. Oh, there's a big one up here. There's a big one in here. Maybe I was a little too quick with the reel speed. Because he apparently skinned out. All right. I got 10 minutes, almost 10 minutes left. I just love Bassmaster. And it's got some really big problems, you know, like the tournament scores are not being added up correctly. The fish go vertical sometimes. There's vertical fish in the water. Oh boy. I see a glutton. There's real problems with it, you know, and I've contacted Dovetail and I've tried to get them fixed. But they're just too busy with Train Sim, which I hate. You know, I just wish they would do more fishing games because, like, this is one of the best fishing games ever made. Oh my gosh. That is the one I need right there. Dovetail mostly turns you away because they're so busy with Train Simulator 6. And they're done. They say they are done with Bassmaster. But I hope we get a Bassmaster 2. Like many other people do. Like, having this game is great.
Not gonna set any records with
But it's not enough.
but at least it's a
We Americans love Bassmaster. And we want more of it. And I think when these Brits, these English people made this game, I wonder if they realized that they were making the best bass fishing game ever. It is exactly that. There's no argument. You could say, well, Fishing Planet has got a lot more species of bass. And that's true. There's speckled peacock. There's peacock bass in that. But as far as, you know, like a real American sport fishing bass game, this is really the only one lately. and it's tremendous. It is great. Some of the tournaments are tough when the fish won't bite, and it's just a difficult tournament sometimes. Oh, this is not big. It doesn't. It looked huge. It's not though.
Not gonna set any records with that one, but at least it's a good, solid keeper.
That would be epic if I could get one more giant, like 14 to 16 pounder. That would go. That would make this the most epic Ray Roberts video I ever made. If I got like first place for the round total, I'm torched there. I'm in fifth right now. I had the fifth best round in the entire tournament right now during round 4. The championship round. I had a better round than Blaney. He's in third place overall right now. His name's Roger. He's one of my friends on Xbox. This is my PlayStation account. I do all my competitions on PS5, but all my friends from Bassmaster are all Xbox guys, like Hardline Dax. He just won Hamilton. And Blaney, his name's Roger. He's on Xbox. And Trouble Man, I know him. His name's George. And he's probably one of the best competition players ever. He wins a lot of tournaments. And the ones where he doesn't win, he usually places in the top 5. George is a beast. In this game, he's a real problem if you're playing the tournament.
Not gonna set any records with that one, but at least it's a good, solid keeper.
Man, 7 minutes to improve. Can I do it? Can I get one more gorilla? I've gotten so many. 2 over 13, 1 15 even, 1 over 16, and my smallest fish, is like a 12, 10 or something like that. This is big, guys. With the Jankolistic swim bait. Oh, yeah. I think it's big. It could be like 13. Like, not that big. But in the water, it always looks like so huge. Yeah, it can't jump, but it can kind of hop. So probably it's a 13 is my guess. If I had to bet money on this fish, I would say this is about a 13. Yeah.
Big fish, big
Well, a
fish.
13 and a half. Guys, this has been a phenomenal attempt and round. I've never done this good on Ray Roberts Online Open. So I'll be erasing my other Ray Roberts video and posting this one to YouTube for anyone who wants to try my strategy. Oh, that only improved me a few ounces. It's still the best I've ever done. And I caught a legendary largemouth bass. Tarrant. I believe he is the third largest. No. It's Sabine, Rob. It's either Austin or Tarrant next. I think Austin might be the smallest, but he's still like 16 pounds. So there's only a difference of inches. I mean, of ounces between Tarrant and Austin. This has just gone so well. So well. Because I know Ray Roberts can be very stingy, very hard to catch the giant bass. Very hard. They're really skittish and they won't bite. And it's just the best players in the world have a really hard time on this map. Like George Troubleman there. He says this is not one of his favorite competitions. And he's probably like the best player in the world right now, overall, as far as like how he places in every tournament that he competes in. But my buddy Roger, he's beating me right now. Blaney is beating me. Only I had a better round this time. Slightly better round. Oh! Oh! Guys, definitely try the Jankelistic swim bait on these spots. I just have had such good fortune with this Jankelistic swim bait today. What an amazing time I've had with this attempt. Caught Tarrant. Like 3 over 13, 15. I mean, I had such fun, really. But I should tell you guys, most of your attempts will not go like this. Ray Roberts Online Open is really tough. Really tough. Wow!
There has been a Basswatch sighting.
A 14.6. So definitely try the Jankelistic swim bait, y'all. That puts me up in second place. The only guy who had a better round than me was Killer Trays with a 73.10. And my video is going to cut out in 1 minute. Because on PlayStation, you can't record longer than an hour. And actually, I might end the video here because this game crashes. And if it crashes, I will lose my entire recording. So I've shown you the spot and how I fish it and my lures. Matter of fact, I'll show you real quick. There's this one if you want to take a screenshot of this one. I didn't catch nothing with this. I caught almost all my biggest fish with this. And I used this as well. Also, you can try drop shot. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.